Onyewuchi, let's quickly take this out. I mean, another very important issue will people are divided between faulting the coach for his selection and just leaving the coach out and just saying no player on the pitch even posted an above average performance. Which one of the two?
Yeah, I think
or a combination of both.
Yeah, the blame should go to the coaches and the players, because the coaches select the players, and it behoves on the players to come to the party to justify their inclusion. And we are not at their training sessions. The coaches were there, you know. But sometimes you could be deceived when you see players train, and that's why the coaches have to be discerning. You have to look beyond, you know, training sessions. You have to look at the abilities of the players. When you look at the selection, you know, for me, I was telling Toby while we were coming that I don't mean any disrespect, but each time I saw Ederson Echejile, you know, I'm almost giving up, honestly, you know, because Echejile has lost pace. You know, he is no longer in tune with modern, you know, dynamics of a fullback. His recovery rate is low, and you know, when you have such players against a fast and very slicky South African side, you're going to have problems. And the centre back pairing, I mean, Awaziem was horrible. You saw the replay, and you saw what the commentator said. There was even a penalty, you know, appeal that the referee overlooked.
Ignored, yeah.
You know, ignored. And you know, the first goal, the second goal, you know, purely, you know, defensive problems. And if we are not scoring, for goodness sake, we shouldn't be conceding. I mean, those are basic, you know, elements in football. So for me, both the coaches and the team, I think he got his selection wrong, in my opinion, and the players didn't come to the party. I think they developed a cold feet when it mattered most. When you concede a goal, you need to react, and react very well. I mean, the second goal was full of elementary errors. Even when we are playing sets on the streets, the two centre backs cannot go on the attack at the same time. One will fall back and one will join the attack. And these things are elementary football.
Before we go and break, Onyewuchi, you probably are the most experienced of all of us on this side. The build-up to that game, we're beginning to compare this side with the 94 squad, the emerging force, and all that. Is one defeat enough to erase all the confidence that we've had in the last few months?
There's really no basis for comparison between this team and the 94 squad. I think it's a huge comparison. I mean, it's a huge difference. And you recall that Westhoff led this team through thick and thin. They got to the All Jazz 90 Nations Cup, lost, and about 4 or 5 years he was building a team, and he got, you know, to the climax. So we can't really compare that team to this, you know. But between now and August, we have about more than 2 months. I'm already hearing that a meeting has been fixed for tomorrow between Genetro and the technical committee. That since he took over, he has not been meeting with the technical committee, and right now they are likely going to be vetting his list. You know, really, I don't want us to press the panic button. It's not that bad. What has happened against South Africa, for me, is a kind of humbling. You know, it humbled us a lot, because if you don't get this reality check, and it happens when there's no window to remedy the situation, then it will be a disaster of monumental proportion. So for me, we have the materials, you know, get them. If you've got to call some players back, try and call them back. Then the Football Federation also should also look at, you know, we can't talk about football without motivation. These boys have not been played. They've given in their best. They went to Zambia and they got 3 points. They beat Algeria, highly rated Algeria. You know, they've been old. Try and pay them so that you really don't have any excuse. The ball will now be in the court of the players to deliver. But as it is now, you know, we're talking about you know, some old bonuses here and there. It's not good enough. So everybody must do his own side of the bargain.
Ensure there are no administrative lapses. Some of the things that we're getting to hear and read, I mean, not good. Some that I choose not to talk about on the show, but all of those lapses hopefully will be fixed, sorted out, and we'll move on. Well, after that game, the Pitch Awards was held. Kudos to the organizers. It took a brave face for them. Some probably would have cancelled because you think that nobody will show up. But, you know, some people still managed to show up, even though it was a little difficult, but some managed to show up, and it was a good event. And even the organizer, asked for support. Shino Phillips saying, look, let's stay behind our team, let's back our team, and let's continue to support the Super Eagles. And let's really look through some of the winners on the night. Goalkeeper of the year was Carl Ikeme. Defender of the year, William Troost Ekong. But Troost was around. Midfielder of the year, Wilfred Ndidi. Striker of the year, Kelechi Iheanacho. Chisom Egbuchulam was the winner of the MVP in the NPFL. Fiatule of Bayelsa Queens for the Nigeria Women's Football League. Queen of the Pitch, Cesar Oshola. King of the Pitch, Kelechi Iheanacho. The Sam Okparaji Award went to Dr. Ifeanyi Oba. And right there on screen, our own Austin Okon Akpan won the award, a category that had two of our own, but he emerged winner. Austin Okon Akpan winning the Journalist of the Year in the TV category. And you have Coach of the Year, Mama Amaka Kabo, Referee of the Year, Ferdinand Udo. Well, not too many smiles, but the award took place, and we move on from there. And well, it was, kudos to the organizers. Like I said, it was a brave thing to do. Even though the mood wasn't right. Yeah,
the show has to go on. I think the mood will also affect them. You did not too many smiles. I think what they were planning was to transfer the victory from if the Eagles had won, that would have made it a climax on the night. But the show has to go on, and it has been fixed. Congratulations to the winners.
Yeah.
It's when you reward people for what they have done, it also encourages them
to do more.
Especially congratulations to Austin Okon Akpan. He's not here, but when he comes back, he has to do the needful.
Okay. All right, let's look at some other results on the African continent, matches played. Well, some consolation as far as some are concerned, that Nigeria, not only the big team. Toby will not allow me to finish.
We should change that perspective.
Toby will not allow me to finish.
They're not in our group.
Toby will not allow me to finish.
We don't have any business to do with them.
Some will say that Nigeria is not the only big team that lost at home. So let's take a look at the results. The Ivorians started it all, losing at home. Zambia as well lost at home. And those are some of the surprises. Hopefully we'll get to see those.
You can't really compare the way we lost to South Africa to the way Zambia lost to Mozambique. Because I watched that game. In fact, the goal the Mozambicans scored was against the run of play. Zambians will really have themselves to blame because they lost a lot of scoring chances. But when you compare it to a game, how many scoring chances
did we create? Okay. All right, we'll move on from there. And let's quickly talk about Cameroon. Cameroon in the news. FIFA has dismissed every concern over Cameroon as regards their administration and all that. And they're saying they will represent Africa at the FIFA Confederations Cup.
Yeah, it's a common thing in Africa, in terms of federation issues, elections, there and there. And then you can't deny these footballers the opportunity to play, in this event. This event is the second biggest event in terms of, FIFA event before the World Cup. And, these are African champions. They won the title a couple of, months ago. They deserve to be here. So I think FIFA has taken a very good decision, especially on the part of the players. It's very good.
Would you?
Yeah, I support what Toby has said. It would be a shame if these players fail to...
For administrative issues.
It's so shambolic. The same thing happened after they won the Nations Cup. There were stories of the coach, contemplating, even applying for jobs outside Cameroon, and all those things. It has always been there, especially with in this part of the continent. But the players got to do what they are being paid to do, and they have to go and represent the African continent. It would be shameful if Cameroon, African champions, fail to appear in the FIFA Confederations Cup. So they have to go.
All right. So they will be representing Africa at the FIFA Competitions Cup. Nothing will change that as far as FIFA is concerned. Guys, let's quickly go on another break. When we return, we will come to the domestic scene and talk about the Nigeria Professional Football League matches played, what it looks like on the table, and the top scorers in the league. Join us again.